So I don't think that that was a very good argument that Boris made. And it also, I think, has compromised our economy, because here's a cutting that I've been looking to use for a couple of months now. Almost 1 million young Britons idle as migrant workforce soars. This is from the Daily Telegraph of the 24th of August. And it says here, almost 1 million young Britons have been left idle, while the number of migrants aged under 25 with jobs in the UK has risen fourfold. Researchers found that the number of Britons aged 16 to 24 who are not in education, employment, or training, so-called NEETs, N-E-E-T, has increased by almost 200,000 since 2020. It has been compounded by a slump in the number of Britons under 25 in paid employment, with 49,000 fewer on company payrolls than there were 5 years ago. So 49,000 fewer British citizen 16 to 24-year-olds are in employment just now than 5 years ago. But by contrast, the number of non-EU workers aged under 25 employed by British companies rose by 315%, or 258,000 between January 2020 and December 2024. Like, basically what that's saying is all the jobs are going to these, it's virtually saying that all these jobs are being taken by what they're calling here non-EU workers. The report said it appears that firms in the lower skilled sectors that less qualified young people would usually work in have a growing preference for non-UK workers. Firms in the lower skilled sectors that less qualified young people would usually work in have a growing preference for non-UK workers. Well, goodness sake. How is that helping the country? So we've got to get that cohort back to work. Because in that, as I say, in that less qualified sector, there is an absolute endless number of non-British workers available. An endless number that's increasing every day. And as I say, I have experience in looking at the job market in Glasgow, and it's all just minimum wage, because employers don't need to pay anything other than that, because the amount of labor there is just off the charts. And of course, if you've come from abroad, you'll definitely be happy to take that minimum wage job. And so I should imagine that the employers have absolutely no shortage of potential people that they can employ. So it's something that really needs to get sorted out, is what's happening to our young 16 to 25-year-olds who are losing out in the job market, as the migrant workforce soars. Very serious issue, which I would like to hear more about. And we do look at this in our book, Protect Our Country, a big book for the Union, Volume 2. We do look at this whole question about vacancies. The idea, we point out, is that as you bring in more and more people, then you do create a greater demand for even more and more people in a vicious circle.